Arrive on your mat. Begin your practice today in a mini shavasana, a nice way to settle the body. As the earth receives you, notice how your body is feeling. Notice how your mind is feeling. Have a quiet conversation with yourself about what you expect from practice today. Approach your flow with happiness. Sometimes just by creating a space of joy, a space of positivity, you begin to feel that way. Happy, excited, full of wonder as to what comes next. Let the arms rest on your belly, one hand on your chest or belly, or perhaps the arms alongside your body. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Bring attention to your personal self. As you notice the breath, unwind and diminish all feelings of control. It's a challenging task, but if you invite yourself with each exhale to release a little more, you may be surprised at your success. The gentle sound of breath, or a mantra, a word, or a phrase that helps center you, that helps calm you. Settle, be aware, notice the breath. Come back to the breath each time your mind drifts, each time the mind chatter takes control. As you settle, choose an intention, a thought, or a feeling. Hold it close to your heart as you practice today. Invite happiness. Invite joy. Allow the breath to support you, to nourish you. Quiet the mind. Focus on the breath. Release and let go. Allow the body to receive all the goodness of the universe. Imagine a white light from heaven shining down, filling you up, giving you just what you need for today's practice. Slowly release from your centering. Place the soles of your feet on the earth. Hug your knees in. Massage the sacrum. Move the knees from right to left. Release your left leg long on the mat. Bend and lift and lower your right leg, warming all the large muscle groups in your leg. A gentle awakening. Keep the right leg extended and point and flex the toes. Begin to circle the ankle in one direction. And then release and circle the ankle in the opposite direction. Hug the knees in, let your right leg release as you interlace your fingers behind your left thigh, lifting and lowering your left leg, warming the muscles on the left side of your body. Keep the leg extended, point and flex the toes, and then begin to ankle circle in one direction and ankle circle in the opposite direction. Hug the knees in again. Circle the knees towards the right and circle the knees towards the left. Spinal rock up a few times, massaging the back body. And then arrange yourself on the mat. Lengthen your legs. Extend your arms long in front of you and begin to massage the buttocks, the back of your thighs. Moving forward towards the front of your mat and moving towards the back of your mat. A gentle, fun move. Release. Come to a Sukhasana, an easy pose. Lift your right or left leg, cradle it in front of your chest, as if you're cradling a baby. Hold the sole of your foot, squeeze it in as tight as you can. Help open the hips, and then do the same with the opposite leg. Cradle your foot, your ankle, move it up towards your chest. Rock it from right to left, gently awakening and opening the hips. Notice your position in the room. Inhale your arms overhead. Stretch from right to left. Release. And then move yourself. Rearrange your body into a table position. Wrists under shoulders. Toes tucked or feet flat. And begin to move the spine. Inhale and exhale. As you inhale, lift the tailbone, the chest, the chin. And as you exhale, tuck chin, tailbone, and chest. A gentle awakening of the vertebrae. A movement of the body that feels right at any time of the day, whether in practice or if you just need to move the spine. Come to a neutral position. Lift the right leg and circle it in one direction, and then circle it in the opposite direction towards the front of the mat and the back of the mat. And then lift and lower the right leg, finding some movement in your thighs and hips. We'll do the same on the opposite leg. Turn it towards the front of the mat and then move it towards the back. Lift and lower your left leg, finding some movement, pressing into the earth with the palms of your hands, and then finding stillness. Letting your palms walk up. Press them into the earth. Tuck your toes if they aren't already tucked. And lift to a downward facing dog in Adho Mukha Shavasana. Roll your arms toward your chest and open the space between your shoulders. Lift and lower your toes. Keep the spine long. Keep the move fluid and natural. And then slowly walk fingertips towards the soles of your feet. Hang in a forward fold. You can bend the knees if it's more comfortable for your shins. Find opposite elbow. Keeping your heart above your chest. If there's any unmedicated high blood pressure issues. And then eventually bending your knees, coming up, hands in front of the heart center. Just noticing the quality of the breath, how your body feels, your space in the room as you prepare for the balancing tree pose. Lift your right leg. You can keep it on your ankle, on your calf, or you can gently move it up to your inner thigh. Your hands can be in front of your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Press the foot into the thigh, press your standing leg into the earth. You can move your arms overhead. Whatever is comfortable for you, whatever helps you with the balance. Gazing forward, finding a drishti point, and eventually releasing. Moving feet from right to left as you prepare for the tree pose on the opposite side. Lift your left leg, press it into your thigh, hands in front of the heart center. Find that balance, that drishti point. And then find where you need to place your arms on this side. Engage the belly, press into the earth with the standing leg, and then release and let go. Inhale your arms overhead as you swan dive down. A forward fold, releasing, softening. Walking the hands forward, finding your Adho Mukha Shavasana, your downward facing dog. Pressing into the earth with the soles of your feet. Lifting right and left if there's any tightness. And then walking your toes up towards the front of the mat. Bend your knees, come up to a standing position, hands in front of the heart center. Let the body open towards the long side of the mat as you prepare for Virabhadrasana 2, the warrior pose. Check in with your body. Reach with your right arm and your left arm right across the heart center. Gaze over the middle finger. Feel the strength of your pose. And then angle your pose. Let your right arm release, your left arm over your head. Come back to your warrior 2. And then cartwheel down. Let the right leg move back into your downward facing dog. Roll the torso forward. Find a plank pose. Energy through the soles of your feet. Chaturanga down to the mat. Lower your body into a prone position. Settle in. Let your arms release alongside your body as you prepare for bow pose. Massage the internal organs and open the heart. Find your ankles or your feet as you press into the earth and lift your head, your chest, and your shins. Your shins only need to move as far as is comfortable off the mat for today. Gaze over the front of your mat and then release and let go. Return to a prone position. Lift the torso and find child pose. Widen your child pose. Stack your head on folded fists. Big toes touch. And rest and release. Come back to the breath as you settle the body. A gentle inhale and a gentle exhale. Buttocks moving towards the soles of your feet as you release the breath. Return to a table position just for a moment. Turn your body around. Return to a table again. And just a gentle movement of the spine. An inhale and an exhale. Tuck the toes. Come up to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. And then walk the toes up towards the front of the mat. Hang for a moment in your forward fold. Bend the knees and come up vertebrae by vertebrae, hands in front of the heart center. Open the body towards the long side of the mat as you prepare for your Warrior Two, your Virabhadrasana 2. Extending arms across the heart center, gazing over the middle finger, pressing into the forward foot, knee in line with your ankle. All four corners of your back foot planted into the earth, and then release your right arm overhead for your lateral angle. Finding the breath, finding joy and happiness. Cartwheel down, left leg returns behind you as you find downward facing dog. Roll the chest forward, lower to the earth, flatten the tops of the feet, and begin to assume the shape of Sphinx Pose. Elbows under your shoulders, the buttocks, the backs of your legs soft, a gentle gaze over the front of your mat. If you'd like to deepen the pose, let your arms straighten, lift the torso, the chest a little bit higher, still gazing over the front of your mat, not squeezing the buttocks or legs, letting the shoulders and the arms do the work. Return to the earth, return to a Sphinx pose if that's more comfortable for your body. And then lift the torso and come up to a child pose. This time keep the knees together and let your arms release alongside your body. Forehead resting directly on the mat. Let the earth receive you as you soften the breath. Noticing how the body feels. Noticing if your practice is providing just what you need today. Letting the mind quiet, the mind calm. Return to a table, lift yourself up into downward facing dog. Walk fingertips towards the soles of your feet. Bend the knees and slowly come up to a standing position, hands in front of the heart center. Release your hands alongside your body. Step the right leg forward into pyramid pose. Place your hands on your waist. Lift out of the waist as you open the chest and lower the torso towards the mat. As you can see from the insert, you can use the support of blocks to receive your hands, or you can place your hands right on the mat. Whatever feels comfortable for your body today. Press into the earth and feel the stretch. And then lift the left leg. Lift the head, just gaze over the front of your mat and still feel a stretch in your hips, in your thighs. Slowly return to the earth. Press into the forward thigh and step the left leg up to meet the right. Let the right leg release long behind you as you prepare for pyramid on the opposite side. Begin by placing your hands on your waist or finding opposite elbow, lifting out of the waist, lowering the torso to reach the earth. If you remember from the insert, you can use your blocks to receive the palms of your hands, or you can let the palms of your hands come down to the earth. Feel the stretch. Only move down as far as is comfortable. And then after a few breaths, straighten the left leg as you lift the right leg. Straighten the arms and gaze over the front of your mat, just deepening the stretch a little bit. It should feel good. There should be no pain involved. Slowly come up, place your hands on your left thigh. Press into your left thigh as you move the right foot up to meet the left. Inhale overhead and swan dive down. Hands release to the earth. Find a gentle half lift, gazing over the front of your mat, straightening your legs. And then step right leg back, left leg back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Notice and feel. Inhale your right leg towards the sky, and then move it up towards the front of your mat as you prepare for a Pigeon Pose. Opening tight hips, helping you settle into the earth. Pressing your palms down alongside your body and staying here if that feels comfortable for you, or else lowering to the earth. As you can see from the insert, you can take a folded blanket and place it underneath your right thigh, supporting you, helping your body soften into the earth. Let stacked fists receive your forehead. The left leg is long and lengthened behind you. Find the breath. Settle into the move. Anytime distracting thoughts surface, come back to the breath. The pose will become easier each time you practice it, opening and relieving tension from tight hips. As you're ready to release, lift the chin, lift the torso, press into the earth. Find some movement with your right leg, some circulation. Tuck the toes, lift the body up into a downward facing dog, walk the dog, come up on your toes, and then inhale the left leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee, move the left leg towards the front of the mat. Let your right leg lengthen behind you. Press into the earth alongside your forward knee and decide if you need to stay there or come down to the earth. If you remember from the previous insert, you can place a blanket under your left thigh to support you. Keep extending your right leg, lifting the toes and extending it a little bit more. Find the breath. Let the breath nurture you. Let the breath support you. Rest your forehead on stacked fists or even move them up towards the front of the mat. Feeling the body lengthen. Feeling the breath move through you, helping you soften and release a little bit more into the pose. Breathe and notice. Always feeling. Always acknowledging the present moment. Press into the earth, lift the torso. Let the left leg release long behind you. Find some movement, bending the knee. And then come around towards the long side of your mat, the front of your mat. Prepare for bound angle, Badakanasana. Place the soles of your feet together. Lift out of the waist as you open the chest. In this gentle hip opener. Keep the spine long. If there's no disc issues, you can round the spine. And as you can see from the insert, you can sit on a blanket to help the spine lengthen. And you can even place blocks underneath your thighs for support. If you're not using blocks, just let gravity do the work. Straighten the spine if your spine was rounded. Gather the knees together. And prepare to come down to the mat, slowly lowering your body on the mat. Walk the soles of your feet towards your buttocks, press into the earth, arms alongside your body. Begin to slowly lift the chest, the hips. Lifting your right shoulder, lifting your left shoulder, interlacing your fingers underneath your back body. Temple fingers reaching towards the front of the mat, lengthening and extending as you move into Bandhasana, the bridge pose. Puffing up the chest, chin slightly tucked. Not letting the knees splay apart, keeping them pointed towards the ceiling. And breathing, finding the breath, the gentle inhale and exhale, moving through the body. Lift the right shoulder, the left shoulder, and come back to the earth, vertebrae by vertebrae. Hug the knees in, massage the sacrum, moving the body from right to left, slowly, mindfully. Finding a happy baby pose, holding on to the outer edges of your feet, knees move down towards your chest. Breathing, releasing, letting go. The left leg releases to the earth and the right leg releases to the earth. As you prepare for your final resting pose, your corpse pose, your shavasana, you may choose to cover yourself with a blanket or even place a sandbag on your abdomen. Let your body release. Let your body settle. Lie still and offer peace to your mind. Let all tensions dissolve with the help of the breath. Breathe normally and passively attune to the sensations of your body, the energy and joy that you have created with your practice. Be a witness to the present moment. Be a witness to the here and now. Slowly awaken. Let your thumb touch each fingertip. Bend the knees and place the soles of your feet on the earth. Roll to a fetal position on one side, your favorite side. Remember your intention now as a present truth if you set an intention for your practice. Notice if your body feels any different. Invite happiness to be a part of your day. Press into the earth. Come back up to a seated position, whatever feels comfortable for you. Move your hands in front of your heart center and let the heart be filled with joy. Let the heart be filled with love. Release control and surrender. May there be peace, 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 as you walk this earth all the days of your life. Namaste.